This is Fox News at 9.
So who takes care of the kids in your house? For years, moms have been viewed as the caretakers and dads as the providers.
Yeah, but nowadays there are many young fathers who care for small kids and not a lot of places for them to turn for help. The San Antonio Fatherhood campaign says young dads need someone to turn to for guidance. Meet one young father who learned that the hard way. This 4-year-old boy is the victim of abuse. Hospital workers called CPS after he showed up in the ER with a sprained wrist.
How did I let that happen? You know, like how did I lose control of the situation?
This is the boy's stepdad. We'll call him Paul to protect his identity. The 24-year-old was watching the boy and 6-month-old twins when the 4-year-old started acting up. When talking didn't work, Paul says he pulled out a belt.
As discipline, I spanked him, and which became excessive, and it was unintentional, but nevertheless, because of other things that were going on, I realized that the stress that was in me was taken out on him.
The boy had welts on his body. Police charged Paul with injury to a child.
I've since then paid for it, like, every day, dearly. Like, I haven't been able to be with the kids. I haven't been able to be with their mom. I haven't been able to be with my family. And that's hurt.
Unfortunately, cases like Paul's are all too common in Bexar County. Employees of Child Protective Services see hundreds of child abuse cases per day. Of course, there are success stories, young men who seek help learning how to become responsible fathers. Philip Casillas and Vicente Escobedo found guidance through the San Antonio Fatherhood campaign.
It was just the crying, the late nights, the diaper changing, taking turns, basically everything a dad does for his family. It was really hard because I was a young kid. I wasn't used to that responsibility. The campaign hopes to bring back the role of father.
It's not talked about as a noble position anymore. It's not, the fathers aren't seen as, you know, that teacher, that leader, but rather more of a provider.
Dads sit together in a room where they are all seen as equals, learning that they're not alone in their struggles to raise a child.
Mostly self-discipline amongst being a father, and with situations that I think that are too hard, that I just want to, you know, tell my mama to get her and just, you know, let me have relaxed time. I found out through it, like, after a while, there ain't no relaxed time. You're a parent.
Now these teens want to reach out to other men overwhelmed with fatherhood. It's help Paul wishes he would have received before he lost control.
Had I been aware of those programs before, had I been aware of the things that were available to me to help me in my parenting, none of this would have happened. Put your family first and realize that you humbling yourself to go ask another for help will help you with your family. And that's what's most important.
Paul is working to get his family back together and hopes to do so soon. Records show in 2006, CPS investigated some 43,000 cases involving children here in San Antonio alone. If you'd like more information on the San Antonio Fatherhood campaign, give them a call at 210-227-3463.